I'm glad that you have determined that you're going to be listening to this CD for you to use anywhere as a reinforcement to you stopping smoking. This is something you can use in your car, you can use when you're cleaning up the basement, cleaning up the garage, at work, when you're jogging, when you're running, whatever it might be. It's a companion to the Transhypnosis CD, but it's also just a companion to everything. Everything in this program, I should say, the I'm Free from Smoking program. So let's just talk a little bit about what we're talking about. The main thing here is you definitely have decided that you're going to stop smoking. And you're done. You're done with it. You can say it in Italian, è finito. You can say it in Spanish, ha terminado. You can say in English, it's over. You're done. And that's really an important thing for you to remember. And in the 25 years or so that I've been working with smokers, I find that the greatest success comes when the person says, Dr. Braccio, I'm done. I'm done smoking. And that's a pivotal thing for you to do if you haven't done it already. If you have done that, I congratulate you. If you're thinking about it, I congratulate you about thinking about it. If you're almost there, I congratulate you about being almost there. If you're not sure, I still congratulate you, whatever it might be. The idea is that I want you to feel comfortable with whatever you're trying to do. And again, remember this, like the AA statement, I keep saying it. One is too many, 1,000 is not enough. With cigarettes, we can say one is too many, limitless thousands are not enough. There's no way to satisfy Mr. or Mrs. Nicotine. It is impossible. It is impossible. Now, and I try not to impress you, but I'm proud of the fact that I quit smoking. It was very difficult. I've always had a closeness to Mark Twain. I've given talks sometimes, and I've kind of used the smoking anecdote that, yes, I did like some of the things he wrote, but he, and like in my situation, found smoking so easy to stop, he did it many times. I think that's just an interesting way to look at it. So I'm proud of me. It sounds like a funny thing to say, but that was a very difficult thing for me to do. I already loved smoking. I enjoyed smoking. At least that's what I thought. It did seem to, socially was good. I enjoyed it. I saw it with the smoking. I saw it socially. It just seemed like a great thing. And I stopped, and I'm glad I did that. Yes, I am. I'm glad that. And I'm very proud that you're trying, and I'm very proud that you're going to be doing it. In fact, some of you have already done it as you're listening to this CD. Good for you. Be aware it's an addiction. There's no other way to look at it. It's addicting. As the Surgeon General said, it is as addictive as cocaine and heroin. Never forget that. Never forget that. Anytime you go by a cemetery, you can certainly think, go in about people there way before their time. Certainly not something that you really want. Think of the terrible things that happens to you when you're smoking. The problems with the heart, the lungs. And I have another example for you. What if I told you that I knew someone that really enjoyed, whenever there was a fire, he would always sneak over to the house and go inside and hide and start smoking, in a way, breathing in, if you will, the smoke. Well, you'd think he was a nut, wouldn't you? Don't that sound silly? Look at that nut, Dr. Braccio. Well, you know where I'm going. It's rather clear that that's what we do when we smoke. We're actually like going to the fire and looking for it. Going in there and smoking, I love this. Or going in the garage and smoking in, breathing in, call it, which I'm using the word smoking because that's what we're doing. Yes, a good choice of words. Smoking in carbon monoxide from the engine, or if we're in the fire, breathing it in. That's exactly what we're doing. And keep those images in your mind. Those are really important things, for you to be aware. And remember, not smoking is one of the few things in life that is 100% positive. Saves you money, helps your health, takes good care of your clothes. I remember many years ago, I ruined a nice coat that I had. I was going up skiing in Michigan, and I burned a hole in the coat. And my mother, of course, always helpful, did help me kind of put that together, but did make the comment to me, now don't you feel kind of foolish, John? And I kind of laughed. At first I thought, well, that's kind of a mean thing to say, but it was a very good point. Mother knows best. How does that sound? And I haven't forgotten that. Even now, that's one of those thoughts that comes to my mind. Because it did really make me mad. And I can tell you all kinds of things I ruined over the years. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, who's done that. Or a couple other things I did. I would have an ashtray filled, and I would just, by mistake, move it, knock it over with something. And it would just go all over the floor. Oh, my. We remember those things. And those are things to be done with. End of. No more. Okay. Keep that in your mind. If you do not smoke, it's good for your heart, good for your lungs, it is good for your pocketbook, it's good for relationships in terms of people that really don't want to be around a smoker, it's good for the people that, when you really think about it, want you to model good behavior for them. And there you are, you have decided, no, I'm not going to be smoking. Positive, just all the way around. This is just a very important thing. Now, when you do stop smoking, if you have already, this is what I want you to continue doing. I want you to be drinking a lot of water, pivotal, 8 glasses a day, 10 glasses a day, whatever it might be. Drink a lot of water. Clean out the nicotine, and also be reducing the need for some oral gratification. Having cinnamon sticks can be helpful, carrots, celery. Any of these things can meet that particular need. Doing the deep breathing, which I see as mimicking a cigarette. Some people actually have a fake cigarette, call it what you will, a cigarette that isn't real, and that's okay. But my view is you can just go breathing in and breathing out. That's what you want to do. Even now, when I do that, I relax. And it's good for you, but that's what you really want to do. Cut out all of the hooks, the reasons, and be smart. Be smart. When you're drinking a lot of water, when you're having carrots, celery, cinnamon sticks, chewing gum, whatever it might be, anything, those are all good things. And then if you're in your house and you want to do something with your hands, you can have worry beads, you can have a little rubber ducky to be playing with, you can have a pencil in your hand, you can be holding weights in your hand, you can do whatever you want to do, anything that works for you. That's important. And again, remember, from the weight point of view, concern about weight? Well, here's what you have to do. Diet. Watch what you're eating. Control what you're eating. And again, that's where the water, low-cal things can really be helpful to you. Alcohol is another thing. I would reduce it or not do it at all. I find almost inevitably, it appears when people are drinking that smoke, they certainly smoke more. I would try to stay away from that as much as possible. I would try to stay away from environments where people are smoking. I would definitely try to do that. And where places that you have gone, your old haunts where you smoke, even staying away from an old friend for a while, was an important thing. You have to control your life. You have to be aware of the triggers. What are the triggers? Remember the ABCs, the antecedent. I'm sitting downstairs, reading the paper, drinking coffee with my cigarette. The behavior, of course, is the smoking. Consequences, I don't stop smoking, and I keep associating that situation with the smoking as a positive thing. What do? You can go down, you can have the paper, you can have some coffee, but you run around the block, okay? Or you have a big glass of orange juice. You do something different. You cut out the hook. But it's very important to know, very important to keep track of the smoking behaviors, where they occur, what you're doing, the level of the draw, if you will, of the addiction. Call it whatever you will. Being intelligent, being wise, being aware is still your greatest chance to really stop the smoking. That is really very key. And be aware, when you quit smoking, the brain is going to have to balance all this out. So as a result, if you're feeling a little wheezy, you're feeling a little lightheaded, you're feeling a little dizzy, you're feeling all these things, that's part of getting rid of the nicotine, getting rid of the carbon monoxide, getting rid of all these things. The body has been defending you against this in a way that when you stop, in an ironic way, you are actually having symptoms, sometimes even similar symptoms. But you have to realize that. It's kind of the smoker's cough becomes the non-smoker's cough for a brief period. As your lungs get rid of the gook, the tar, the dirt, all the sludge, everything that's in there. Remember, these are very thin little membranes. You have the cilia that are in there cleaning it. So they're trying to get rid of the sludge and the dirt that have actually been paralyzed with your smoking, or closely paralyzed, or almost paralyzed. And what you're doing they're working again. So as they kick all this sludge off, and you're kind of coughing this sludge and this dirt, call it what you will, grime up, there can be a cough for it, but it's a healthy cough, and really be aware of that. And another thought, every minute that you're not smoking, think of the cleansing attitude, the cleansingness that is in your lungs. I want you to be proud of yourself. I really do. I'm proud you're taking part in this whole exercise. I'm very proud. I'm proud of you. I'm 100% proud of you. Even more than that, I'm overwhelmingly proud of you, and I want you to be that way. And I'm that way of anybody that has the courage, the dedication, the commitment that they are going to stop smoking. They start out and they do it. Remember what our old buddy Twain said? Old Mark Twain said, hey, it's so easy to stop smoking, I've done it 1,000 times. And remember, most people fail a number of times before they finally do it. Let this be the time that you succeed. If you fail a time, if you get a puff, you fall in your rump, how does that sound? You fall down, fall in your duff. Don't worry. Don't hate yourself. Remember, you can't change yesterday, you can't change that. You just move forward and you don't do it again. But remember, the worst danger for you is that first puff. Because if you don't take the first puff, then you're not going to have the thousands of cigarettes. Because we could even say a better statement than, or one cigarette is too many and thousands is not enough. We could say the same thing with a puff. One puff would be too many, and thousands of cigarettes would not be enough. So try to keep all of this in your mind, but be happy, be satisfied, be hopeful, be positive, and just be aware you're on the road to being a non-smoker. You're going to be able to say, I'm free from smoking. And I certainly hope that down the way we can say to the good Dr. Braccio that I was certainly had some help in doing this for you. But the main thing is not me. I may be a good educational guide and may try to do this for you, but it's you. It's all about you. Not about me, not about anyone else. It's about you. You have decided to stop smoking. You're not going to smoke. You're going to be leading the healthier life. You're going to lead the longer life. You're going to have better exercise habits. You're going to be able to breathe better. You're going to be able to be more athletic. You're going to live a longer period of time. You're going to be able to taste things better. You're going to be able to smell things better. All because of the decision that you made, that you're doing it. You're in charge. I'm proud of you. Others are proud of you. People that love and care for you are proud of you. But the main thing is you want to be proud and satisfied with yourself. So anyway, let's leave it here and listen to this over and over again as you do the Transhypnosis CD. This is just reinforcement for you. You're taking control. You're going to be cleansing those lungs, getting rid of the tar, the nicotine, all the sludge, all the dirt, all the things in there. You're going to be having good images in your mind of the clean, clean lungs. Good images of you taking control, and just like a mighty eagle soaring in the air, breathing in positive thoughts, breathing in clean air, and just in control. A good analogy, the mighty eagle, great self-esteem, breathing in the rarest, most wonderful of air, up in the sky, and that's where you are at this time, taking control. So let's leave it there. And let's go on and use some of the other materials that you have, but use this over and over again. And you're a winner. Never forget that.